Hello there! Let's have fun and make a Turkish cast on. It's a very interesting cast on, it's an easy one, and we're going to use it for example, toe-up socks. So what you will need a circular needle at least 32 inches, 80 centimeter, because it's a cast on that normally you follow with a magic loop technique, for example. So let's go. We're going to do a little slip knot on one of the needle. Here we are, and please don't get attached because it's going to fall from the needle very soon, so please don't get attached, and most important, don't count it as a stitch. Then we're going to put both of our needle in parallel like that, and we are going to do some circle beginning by below. So we're going to circling around both of the needle. So for example, let's say that I have 20 stitches to cast on. I'm going to go around my needle 10 times. So I begin by below and I will do that 10 times. So if it was like 60 stitches, I will go 30 times. Why? Because each loop that you see here are going to be divided in two, one on the left, one on the right needle. So it's very important. Each one, in fact, count for two. So let's go. Let's say that we're going to do 20 stitches. So I go around 10 times. Here we are. Remember that little slip knot is not in your stitches count. So now I go on my right side and I'm going to pull the needle that is just below, and I let my little loop on my left to begin the magic loop. I'm going to begin and I'm going to knit all the stitches that are on my needle that is just above, and I'm very careful that here my yarn is crossing under the little plastic thing here. Hop, and I'm going to knit my stitches. So that will be the first needle and half of the round that I have to knit. When I finish, I just turn again on my right and I'm going to slip the stitch that is just below, install my stitch on the needle above. So my slip knot getting out, and very important, I'm going to cross the cast on thread. I'm going to cross it here, and we are going to knit all the stitches of the second needle, and my round will be completed. Here we are, so it's finished. Let's say a few things about that Turkish cast on. So as you can see, my first big loop has been divided in two. So half of the stitches are on one needle, half of the stitches are on the second needle. We have the cast on yarn that is between, like a tail, that is between both of the needles. So be careful, because sometimes you can mistake it for the beginning of your row. No, it's just a little flag to say, hey, you've done half of the way, you have one more needle to knit. Okay, so very important. So one round is knitting on one needle and then second needle, and we've knitted with stitches, but the first row of the Turkish cast on don't count in your rows in your pattern. Okay, so don't take it like the first row. That's it. See you for the next tuto.